The livery isn't the problem. The drift suspension is. I've made a mistake. Petrol, what have you brought to our sports cars on the auction house? He's brought in a mirror!
Yes, a brilliant sports car.
The best sports car recently made. And we both have anime liveries.
Currently available, yes. Yes,
Why?
Yes.
Auction house
I specifically look for them now that it's the auction house.
Right, let's start with a challenge which is vaguely related to sports cars, in that it is around a sports circuit. It's Stadio Circuit. I just noticed I'm an idiot. I announced what your car is and forgot to announce what mine is. I'm in a Honda S2000, the best sports car ever. Probably. Apart from the Emira. Spare integral.
That's a Honda, isn't it?
Oh, there's another Lotus in front of you. They're both very nice. Wait, why would you have an S2000 that you can't take the roof off? Or can you take the roof off? This is a hard...
I think you can.
I think you can. It's just...
It's one of those ones where it's a convertible, but then people put hard tops on it for some reason.
Why would you do that?
A bit like everybody does to MX-5s.
Why is there no Emira convertible?
That is a good question.
Are there actually any what Lotuses were offered as a convertible?
Well, every single
211,
Elise
obviously.
has a removable targa top. And Exige.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not... Well, it is a convertible, but it's a removable panel.
Yeah, well, that's better than nothing. Because I don't know, that's one of my opinions that, I don't know, is it controversial? If you make a sports car or supercar, you should make a convertible version of said car.
That was the... Yeah, for that one. Then, loads of their, like, really old stuff was. Their 90s Elan was also a convertible.
Yeah.
And only a convertible. And front-wheel drive for some reason.
That's better, maybe? No idea. Cheaper? No. Aren't front-wheel drive cars more complicated than rear-wheel drive cars to engineer?
Not if the engine's at the front, but in a mid-engine sports car,
Wait.
probably.
It was mid-engine.
Yes.
Also, if the engine's at the front.
Well, then you'd have to have a drive shaft running down the length of the car, so the engine just goes straight to the wheels.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ground clearance.
I don't know why for some reason in my mind, having a drive shaft between the engine and the wheels makes it easier, but I don't know why that would be. It's just...
But it can't make it that much more complicated either, surely.
Ah!
It's just a spinning thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got very distracted and I've won the race.
Yes, I don't know. My car isn't very fast, it turns out. It's also understeers because I think it's got too much rear downforce. Although with the amount of front downforce it has, that should balance it out. My car isn't very fast.
An Audi and a Porsche were in first and second.
Ah, that is quite worrying, yes. There's 1-0 to you, though, in the better car. Well, no,
yes,
no, I just said the Honda was the best car ever.
I thought you said apart from the Emira.
I'll go with that. You said it was just above 750. If I'd known it was 770, I would have taken the other one, which was 780. And didn't have an anime girl. It did have an anime girl. Never mind.
Do you want to go buy that?
No, I will stick with it. I will not claim defeat. Petrol, you had a very good idea. I think we should do that. We are going to go onto the event lab and put in the word sport. A cross-country race made for modern Class A sports cars.
What?
That describes what we're doing. Wait, no it doesn't, because we're not off-roading them. Too late!
Gull Surfer.
Why is there only 11 cars in this? And why is one of the cars level 2,999 Prestige 10? Your car is significantly faster.
I wonder if Sid the Sidekick knows who's going to win the race.
Deadeye Daddy.
What?
White Dog. Xbox gamer tags are the best part of this.
Yes.
Okay, when you're at enough speed that the rear wing actually does something, this car is quite good.
Why are they braking?
And this Nissan Z is quite cool. We could compare... That's actually a good idea. Should we do a challenge where we compare the Emira to the new Nissan Z?
We probably should.
Right, let's do that. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it.
Sports cars. Yes.
This doesn't look very off-road. This looks like a motorway.
Yeah, it is.
Which means petrol's... Right, mine maxes out at 140. And I just went on two wheels following you.
155.
That's not very good.
It was because Lotus, in their infinite wisdom, decided to make it a lot heavier than the previous car without changing the engine at all.
Safety regulations, probably?
Yes.
My car got air.
Well, that's why it's heavier, but they needed to up-tune the engine a bit.
I just got overtaken by an Audi TT. Wait, I've got another gear! That would have been good to know. It's not helping me. I still can't go over 143, but...
Although,
the
surely the
principle
main
of the
reason
thing...
those stupid regulations even apply to Lotus in the first place is because they've started making SUVs.
But if a car doesn't have much on it, then it should be relatively easy to service and therefore cheap, and there are also less moving parts that can break.
Yes.
The only thing that can really go wrong is an engine, so therefore if you have an intelligent drivetrain that is a universal Wait! Why don't we have universal standards for drivetrains? And because then you could literally just swap any engine into any car.
That's probably why.
That would be brilliant, though. Maybe they do have that. I'm not going to question it. My car's too slow. It's 2-0 to the Emira. What do we do now?
Well, we can't really do a drag race because the Emira will just win.
Do we do drifting? So we can at least see if the car that was built for drifting would be any good at it?
Yes.
Okay.
Polytunnels.
Polytunnels.
The only chance your car's got.
Never mind, we're not doing polytunnels because we're starting at a drift zone. Come on, the S2000.
Which drift zone are you at?
It spawned me at Emerald.
Yeah.
Where did it put you?
Near the stadium.
What?
What, the hillside one on Emerald Circuit?
Well, the one we always do. It's terrible.
Yes. Wait.
I can see why they sold it. It's not even good as a drift car.
Why don't people just revert the cars back to standard if they ruin them?
Because they probably already had one.
They're just selling. And that's the brilliant thing, I think I have 4 mirrors now.
I thought you only got one of them as a DLC, or are you able to buy more of them in the auto show?
You get one free, and then you can spend credits for more.
Ah, okay. That was a problem when you were able to sell barn finds. Because in theory that meant you could just well, you could basically hoard barn finds.
Yes.
And I did, for some reason. I still don't know why I did that. I never actually did anything with them, but I did just buy up a bunch of barn finds. This performed worse in the drift zone than a stock AMC Gremlin, which is 404 PI.
I thought it was supposed to be a drift car.
Well, apparently not. What score are you on?
120,000.
Right, you've won. Because I was 110 something.
Ah.
So it's free. Right, don't mess around. Is your stock? It probably is, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't mess around with people's DIY sports cars. Just buy something that was built by a manufacturer famous for making sports cars.
Yes.
They're probably quite good at it. Especially if it looks like that. That is a beautiful bit of car design.
Show me about the paint scheme.
And on that note, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do consider liking and or subscribing to our channel to check out Purple Petrol's first point of view of this video and other great wrestling game content. If you have any suggestions for future channels, please leave a comment down below. And other than that, have a nice day. This stupid car really doesn't drift. Have a nice day, and goodbye!